Hello, good afternoon. This is another episode of my YouTube channel, Reading Aloud. Today I'm going to read to you the story, The Diamond Girl by Alexander Brown. Here we go. This is for Santi. Once upon a time, there lived a wonderful little girl called Santi. Santi had beautiful dark hair. She loved to dress up in as many outfits as she could every day, and she was always kind and loving. Santi could do just about anything she put her mind to, but the thing she loved to do the most was dance. Here she is now, leaping. Santi loved to leap. In fact, she hardly ever walked anywhere. If Santi was going to get from here to there, she would leap. Santi loved to try to balance. She would stand on one leg with her eyes shut tightly and see how long she could stay there. Whenever she fell over, she would just laugh and get up again. Santi loved to try to be as tall as she could. She would stand on tiptoe, raise one leg in the air, and put her hands above her head. Dancing made her feel really happy. Santi loved all different kinds of dancing. Sometimes she would dance as if she was at the ball, waltzing around her room like a princess. Sometimes she would pretend she was an aerobics instructor and make all her toys join in and get fit. Other times, she would pretend to be a pop star. She would dance to her favorite songs, bouncing around the room, and suddenly drop to the floor. Dancing made Santi's heart feel warm inside. Santi knew that her toys loved to dance just as much as she did, so she would sometimes dance with Teddy, twirling him around and around and around and around. Santi loved to jump as high as she could. She loved to wave her arms and legs about in the air or to turn upside down in a cartwheel. But there was place Santi loved to dance that no one else knew about. At night, when the whole world was asleep, the only nighttime creatures were around, like the owls and the hedgehogs. Santi would slip into the garden and look at the moon. Then, in the quiet of the night, she would dance and dance. One day, Santi started to notice something. Other people didn't dance like she did. In fact, most people that she watched didn't seem to want to dance at all. On the way home from school, she watched Mommy. Mommy was carrying three big bags of shopping in her work bag. She was smiley and chatty, but she wasn't dancing along the street like Santi was. Maybe something was wrong with Mommy. That evening, while Santi was dancing in the front room, she watched Daddy. He was very happy. He asked her about her day, who she'd seen, and what she'd done. Santi danced all of the answer for him, but Daddy didn't dance at all. Maybe something was wrong with Daddy too. Before they went to bed that night, Santi played in the garden with her brother Thomas. Santi danced around the flowers, being careful not to dance on any of the little worms that had come to watch her. Thomas didn't dance at all. He played on the slide and in the sand, but he definitely didn't dance. Maybe there was something wrong with him. Suddenly, Santi had a terrible thought. Maybe there wasn't anything wrong with Mommy or Daddy or Thomas. Maybe there was something wrong with her. Maybe dancing was silly. Maybe dancing was wrong. She felt horrible inside. And so she decided it was time to stop her dancing and be more like everyone else. The next day, Santi didn't dance at all. On the way home, Mommy saw that Santi was sad. And so she bought her a beautiful red balloon that floated in the air. The balloon was really nice, but it didn't help Santi smile. All the way home she walked, just like all the other people. She did not dance a single step of the way. That evening, Santi did not dance either. Daddy noticed that something was wrong, but Santi pretended she was okay. Even in the garden, before she went to bed, Santi didn't dance. She just stood under the slide and watched the clouds go by. She felt like one of those gray clouds. The worms that had come out to watch Santi dance by the flowers all went back into their holes. They were very sad. Not as sad as Santi. That night, at bath time, Mommy gave Santi and Thomas funny bubble hair. Thomas had his hair spiked up into tree like a dinosaur. Santi had her hair done so that it stuck up all over the place. They both looked very funny. But even when Mommy and Thomas were laughing, and the bubbles were going everywhere, Santi was still sad. She was worried that there was something wrong with her. Why did no one else dance like she did? They got dry and tucked themselves into bed. It was Daddy's turn to read to Santi, and even though he read her favorite story, Santi was still very, very sad. "What's wrong, Santi?" asked Daddy. She began to cry. Then she told Daddy everything. She told him how much she loved to dance, and she told him that no one else seems to want to dance as much as she did. She told him that there must be something wrong with her, and that she had decided to never ever dance again. Daddy knew what to do. "Wait there, Santi. I've got something that I want to show you," he said. He went out of the room for a couple of seconds before coming back in with Mommy's ring. He explained that the ring was very expensive because the diamond was the only one like it in the whole wide world. Then he explained that Santi was unique too. She was a gift to Mommy and Daddy. She was very precious to them because there was no one like her in the whole wide world. Being different didn't make Santi strange. It made her wonderful and precious. "When each person is made," said Daddy, "God makes them like a precious diamond. Each person is very special, and no one else will ever be like them." "Am I like a diamond?" Santi asked Daddy. "Oh yes," he answered, "and I think that you could be like a special dancing diamond. Don't you?" Yes, Santi thought she might be, and she grinned from ear to ear. The next day, Santi danced again. She danced down to breakfast. She danced getting dressed. She even danced as she brushed her teeth in the bathroom. She danced at the school and on the way home, and with Daddy. She danced in the garden that evening, and all the worms came out to watch her. They were very happy, and if worms had hands, they would have given her a huge round of applause. That night, she danced in front of the moon again, and the owls came to watch. Santi knew she was a special dancing diamond. She was the diamond girl. What kind of diamond are you? Thank you. That's the story of the diamond girl.